It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Throwing Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. The Patriots at 10-1 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And if we look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Let's face it, anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits in this era of high-flying offenses, that's saying something.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Jones. Open there, that's Gesicki down the field. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. The first drive here, and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Jones throwing on first down. Completes this one to Thornton. Pushes past him and still fighting. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Hawkins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
12.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ramondre Stevenson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This a quick pass to Davis. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Pats, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game than they practiced all week. They failed on that 3rd down play. That brings that 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Deep to return is Darius Davis. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down, Elliott. Pushing it. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. The game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now second and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Inside give to Elliott. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On now the rookie 4th-round pick Chad Ryland for the Patriot field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Monte Mapu. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Herbert's pass intercepted. Sets up a first down and goal at the 3-yard line.
So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3.
Here we go. 11.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Now Ryland for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Herbert now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back in the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Herbert just beat the play clock. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Getting in there and finishing the play off was Jay Sanders. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Third down and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now a throw here to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Herbert back to the air. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there that brings up fourth.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Jones now on third down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Play action. It's Herbert. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Well, the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Now he's loose again, and they can't bring him down. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go. 11.
Back to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Shoves him aside, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. This is complete to Hawkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
That's good for the Patriots.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hawkins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
We need 6 on this drive. You can make a play here. Take it.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, Elliott. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in, complete.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Herbert gonna throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Now Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Looking for the end zone. toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together.